Hello, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot. This is your tarot card for the first 2 weeks of March 2026. It is a collective general reading, so as the messages come through today, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it is meant for someone else. And be sure to check out your other placements. If you don't know what they are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. During this reading, just keep in mind that this is not what you don't see coming for the first 2 weeks of March 2026. The tarot card of the week reading is intended to give you something to think about and ponder so you can make the best decision to move your life forward. With all of that said, let's begin. Okay, tapping into the Aries collective now, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. What is the tarot card of the week here for the first 2 weeks of March 2026? Your tarot card of the week, the Two of Swords. What is being closed off or blocked out of your reality? At the bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Cups. Are you ready to commit to someone or something that you love? So twos in tarot do talk about decisions or decision points here. So let's see what this is about here for the Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Why is the Two of Swords the tarot card for the first 2 weeks of March 2026? This is typically a reading that I do weekly, but for the month of March, I wanted to do it bi-monthly, just twice this month, because I want to utilize the other time to do some bonus readings for you. So if I slip and say tarot card of the week, it's because that's what I'm used to doing this reading as. But for this 1 month, it will be for the first 2 weeks. Let's get one more shuffle here for you. Thank you. Okay, the Two of Swords for the Aries collective. We have the World card. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Page of Cups. And we have the Two of Cups. Look at that. Two of Cups to the Two of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Magician. You have the Wheel of Fortune. And you have the Ace of Swords. Wow. I feel like you have an opportunity, probably one that's been on the table for a while, an opportunity to move your life in a new direction. And this could be in career and finance, love and romance, could even be in respect to relocation for some of you. And I see that World card. So I feel like for the first 2 weeks of March, the universe is basically saying to you, you have the ability now to have a whole new chapter in your life with this Wheel of Fortune. The wheel is spinning in your favor. This is Jupiterian energy. Jupiter actually goes direct. I believe it's on March 11th. So it's almost like between now and then, what do you want the next chapter to look like? Because what you manifest between now and then, with a little bit of effort on your part, a little bit of excitement and passion towards that new beginning and that Knight of Wands energy, it will be yours. So you might be in indecision mode or have been for quite some time, but it's like this is the moment, maybe not the moment to do it because there might be logistics involved or some kind of planning that's required here. But there is something about being very clear and very decisive about what you want your future to look like, because you will have the opportunity to change it. Tell me about the World card. Why is the World card here? It's like you have the ability now, or at least the door is open. You don't have to walk through it, but you have the ability now to start making plans or to move in a direction that will close a chapter in your life and open up an entirely new one. For the first 2 weeks of March, you need to decide, what does that new chapter look like? One more shuffle here. Thank you. The World card is clarified by the Seven of Cups. Literally, the world is your oyster here. The Ace of Pentacles, that is the truth. And then you have Temperance there. So again, with Temperance there, we don't have to do it in the first 2 weeks of March, but we need to have a pretty good idea of where we're going. So again, career and finance, love and romance, or again, could be in terms of relocation or just something monumental you want to do. This could even be like you wanting to launch your own business. All of these options and choices. One of these cups represents where you currently are, and you certainly can make the decision to manifest staying put right where you are, at that job, at that location, in that relationship. And that would be your choice. The wheel will spin in your favor, and you'll be manifesting exactly where you are today in whatever area of your life this is that you may be contemplating changing. Again, you don't have to change it. You can decide to stay where you're at, or you can decide you want to go in another direction. And if you're very clear about what that direction looks like, right, Ace of Swords, then I feel like you will have the opportunity to move in that direction. It will require proper planning. This will need to be grounded in reality, not just some kind of pipe dream of the Seven of Cups. But with slow movement, right, Sagittarius is fire energy. It is another fire sign like you are, but Sagittarius itself is bold and brave and courageous and expansive, but not represented here in the Temperance card. This is slow fire. So this is creating a plan that you can slowly move towards with great passion in the Knight of Wands. Tell me about the Two of Cups here. So yeah, I think it's important for you to get very clear, because I think what's being blocked out right now is the clarity. I think that's what the Two of Swords is blocking. Like, you're uncertain, you're not sure. I feel like the first 2 weeks of March is your opportunity to get clear on what it is that you desire. Again, are you ready to commit yourself to this plan, to something or someone even that you love? Clarify that Two of Cups here for the Aries collective. Thank you. We will take them. We have the Queen of Wands, we have the Five of Pentacles, and we have the High Priestess. Bottom of the deck, you have the Chariot. So there's your choice. You can stay where you're at, but I think where you're at, you are recognizing based upon your past experience, because I always look at the queens as existing in the present based upon their past experiences. So I feel like based upon your past experiences of the Queen of Wands, as well as your intuition, whatever this one particular area is here or aspect of your life, you're not currently happy with it in the Five of Pentacles. So you have the opportunity to now move towards something you would love. And again, this could represent the career or the job or the industry, the location, the living situation, your environment. It could very well represent a relationship as well in that Two of Cups. So whatever area this is for you, where you're sort of sitting in that Five of Pentacles, if you could turn that Five of Pentacles into anything, this is your moment to figure out what would that anything be. And go big, for God's sakes. Like, you don't have to play this small. You don't have to say, oh, that's quite the lofty dream. I really shouldn't be manifesting that or asking for it or working towards it. This is like a go big or go home kind of moment. I think it's time for the Aries collective to go big. And remember, active manifestation is not just hoping and praying for what you want, but then putting in some effort. But again, it just needs to have a plan, something rooted in reality. And if you do that, you will, one thing after another will start to happen that will get you closer and closer to that goal. Let's get you 3 cards of advice here for the first 2 weeks of March. Advice here for the Aries collective. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice, the Ace of Pentacles to the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles in this deck, which it was one of the first tarot decks that I got, it actually does talk about manifestation, manifesting the opportunity. Tell me more about this here. Let's get 2 more cards of advice. Manifesting prosperity, a new beginning. One more shuffle here. Thank you. You have the 4 of Cups, and there's your 7 of Cups. So again, you can stay where you're at. And it's ironic to me that the 10 of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck, because I was just going to say that the aces in tarot are opportunities. And for the Ace of Pentacles, the opportunity is to get to the 10 of Pentacles. So where you're currently at is the 4 of Cups. There's a need here for you to really contemplate, meditate. Do you want to currently stay in that situation, environment, or connection? Because truth be told, 5 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, you're not very happy with it. But you do need to create a tangible plan to exit it. You have the world is your oyster here. You got a variety of choices. And Source is just asking you over the course of the next 2 weeks, start narrowing down those choices. Even if you don't know exactly which one you want to go for. Out of the 7, if we're using that number as an example here, because you got the 7 of Cups here twice, one of them is where you're currently at. So now you have 6. So just start, do I really want to do that? So let's put this in context of work. You are an accountant, not really happy with it. So out of 7 Cups, you have that. But now you have 6 other career possibilities for you, where you can take the experience that you have and do something else. Get into accounts payable, maybe get into human resources. You can get into payroll, become an auditor, so there are different, like, again, taking the knowledge that you have, right, the experience of the Queen of Wands, and moving in another direction. Doesn't mean you have to quit your accounting job in the first 2 weeks, but start narrowing down the field. So when you're looking at those possibilities, you go, really don't want to be an auditor. I'm going to cross that one out. Yeah, payroll. I don't really know if I want to be there at a job doing payroll. Okay, cross that one out. It's like the process of elimination will then get you to the clarity, and you'll know exactly the cup that you want to move towards. And after that, you can create the plan. That is what I have for you for the first 2 weeks of March 2026. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.